And then in the second round, we'll go to Senator Carignan. Senator Pratt, please go ahead. Thank you, Chair.
Canada published a survey yesterday of Canadians and their use and where they get their cannabis and so on. And from this survey, we learned that home grow is by far the least popular source of cannabis. In fact, of the Canadians who do use cannabis, only 9% either grow it or get someone else to grow it for them. They usually get it from friends, 31%, or share it amongst a group, 22%, or get it from an acquaintance, 20-something%, and so on and so on. And as I said, home grow or getting it grown by someone else is only 9%. So what makes you believe that after legalization, there will be a sudden and important and significant increase in home growth?
To speak a little bit to the survey first, I'm sorry, I haven't read it. I was running around yesterday with something else. But in the list of sources you listed, I didn't hear dealers, because yes, I would think...
I'm sorry, there is. I'm sorry, I'll give you a number for dealers. It's 19%.
All right.
19%.
Yeah.
I'll give you the full result. Dispensary 19%, dealer 19%, online licensed producer 14%,
sure.
Authorized retailer is something like 11%, and grown 9%.
Is this in terms of where they want to get it or where they get it now?
This is where they get it now.
Where they get it now. Well, the dispensaries essentially are just organized dealers who have a medical kind of thing on the wall. So that's 38%. Authorized, I'm guessing that's through the medical usage. But I think there would be a growth in home growing if it is allowed to be legal. The extent perhaps is unclear, uncertain. The rationale I could see for a growth is that now, I mean, I have children who are young adults and they have friends, and I'm not saying who of them uses cannabis, but some of them do.
Well, we want to know.
No, thank you. And, you know, the one or two I'm thinking of clearly buy from dealers. And they wouldn't grow in their apartments because they don't want to implicate their spouse, because they don't want to cause an issue with their landlord. Whereas, because it's illegal, this legality, illegality, for many people is again a bright line test. For some people just skate over that line back and forth, but for many people, if it's legal, okay, that's almost like a license to do it. And if it's illegal, no matter how mildly illegal, well, I don't do that. So, I mean, again, this is a social experiment. We don't know. But I think home growing will increase, and frankly, I think it will increase substantially. But can I predict a percentage? No, not at all.
The fact is also that growing your own cannabis, as you explained earlier, is not something easily done. And cannabis, legal cannabis, will be easily available at stores and so on. So, I mean, we can speculate all we want, but it will be easily available. As to home growth will be a bit more complicated. So I think it's an open question as to whether home growth will increase significantly as you foresee.
Yes. Well, I would dispute, I mean, in principle, I agree with you, but with respect to the Ontario distribution system that I'm more familiar with in the other provinces, it doesn't sound like it's going to be very easy, because they're talking about 40 stores in a province of 13 million people in the first year. I do not think there will be easy access to legal cannabis. And apparently people don't want to order it by mail. Whatever reason, they want to walk into a dispensary and they want to buy it. And again, that's in a sense not the federal problem, but it's, to me, unhelpful that the province of Ontario and some of the other provinces are being so restrictive about access to it. And frankly, to take that one step further, it annoys me that the province of Ontario appears to be banning consumption in public places, like on parks and streets, and but in your apartment when you bother 8 other people, that's okay. And they also are banning pot lounges or not allowing them. And so where the heck are people going to consume it? In their apartments. I mean, I shake my head. But again, this constitution we have, the provinces have these rights and powers.
Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Carignan.